Welcome back, guys, to another episode of Crusader Kings 3. I hope you're all doing really well. So, as we left off in the last episode, we were doing pretty well. So we just sent our forces across the Tyrrhenian Sea to take over Cagliari. We've now captured it, and we've got our first little forward operating base over here in the Kingdom of Sardinia. Now, we know we can defeat the Arcanate of Sardinia, especially as we've defeated them when they had all of this land together. Now we don't have to worry about disembarking our troops, as we can raise our forces here on their island already. We've also weakened them massively. They had, I think it was 1,500 soldiers before. They've now down to 1,000. So we've taken one of their key settlements and holdings, and now they're down to 4, which we will slowly chip away and take from them. We won't be able to take over the whole of Sardinia because Italy controls the northern islands. And we're not in a position to declare war on Italy. Although we're not too far behind their numbers. In fact, I think at the moment we have the same amount. And we're a tiny, tiny kingdom compared to Italy. But I'm sure they have alliances, and I'm sure they'll have the money to afford mercenaries. So it's not a position we want to be in either way. So the goals for us really is we're going to keep an eye on the Swordnet for exactly that. So that's what we were looking for, is that opportunity where he lost his allies, which he's just done. So what we might do now to kick off the start of this episode is I might take over Cosenza. And that leaves them with only 2. Actually, hang on. Do I take Cosenza or do I take here? Because that's got a temple and a town, whereas that's just a holding. What's that? Rossano. Okay, we're going to take over Rossano, and then we'll take Cosenza later. So that's actually a more key holding, or sorry, county than Cosenza. So let's take that. We've got the numbers. We don't need to call in any allies, and we should be able to absolutely obliterate them nice and quickly. So let's raise our forces here. Let's get the game started. We'll just have it ticking over on 2 speed for the moment. So we need to still build up our economy. We've got a lot of buildings to get established, especially over in Trani and Cagliari, although we've just started building at mines, which is going to really increase our monthly income. Right, so they're probably going to move to Salerno. I'm not going to split my forces up. I'm just going to try and catch them where they land. They might actually go further to Napoli. But once we've defeated their first army, we should have a clear run to take over Rossano. And depending on who's actually leading that force, it might be their faction leader. Don't think it is. No, it's not. This is Marshall, but if we capture him, that's still a pretty good win. Let's go ahead and speed this up just a fraction. They are heading over to Napoli, so we'll go and meet them there. They'll be freshly disembarked, so we should be able to absolutely wipe them out. Let's just make sure we're catching them off in time. So they're actually heading northbound. We seem to be moving just a little bit faster. I don't think we're going to get the disembark bonus off them. I think they're going to just about slip away from us before we get the chance. Head there. We should be able to catch them. By the looks of it, we're going to. So they actually do have a better commander, so hopefully I can capture him and I can recruit him. But here we go. Battle is underway. We're countering more of their forces than they are of ours. We've wounded somebody. And we've annihilated them with only 250 casualties. And I can't remember. That is the guy. I think that was the marshal. So I think we've just captured the marshal. So we could ransom him for 50. Oh, we can't recruit him. That sucks. That sucks. He would have been an amazing commander to recruit. That is a shame. We're going to take some attrition moving into Rossano, but that's all right. I mean, that's put us 68% ahead in the war score, so that's a brilliant win right there for us. Very few losses for us as well. Cagliari. I should be rank of duchy, right? I am. Actually, so I do need to form a kingdom title. It's most likely going to have to be the Kingdom of Sardinia, but come around to that one, it's more important. We'll suffer a little bit of attrition there, but it doesn't matter. We've reduced their numbers right down, so we can probably leave men behind to continue a siege if we need to chase them back anywhere. But they might just come and attack us anyway. Looking like they're going to. So, yeah, they're going to, which is stupid. Let's keep an eye on it, though. Hopefully you don't lose any commanders. See, we've got Landolfidi was wounded. Another champion wounded. So we haven't lost anyone, but 2 of our champions are now severely injured, which isn't good. 3 of our champions were wounded. Jesus, that was not good for us. In fact, I think one of them was my bloody son, wasn't it? I said do kid. Yeah, he's wounded. Severe health penalty. Son of a bitch. That is not good. Thought you'd win that a little bit easier. So this is why I don't like having my marshal increase county control. I know it's important and we need to do it, but he needs to be training my commanders. We need to have better knights than our enemies. I know if we just leave these places, they will gradually form up, so maybe it's worth me just upgrading my knights. Okay, Decius has wounded one of them, so that's my son. Hopefully he survives, although I don't really like the idea of him leading, or sorry, being a commander in this battle. But we have gone ahead and won the war. So let's end that there. Disband all forces. Quickly head into the prison. See if we can recruit this guy. We're going to convert him and recruit him. He actually doesn't hate us completely. So we're a little bit separated from our kingdom. However, new church, which should fall under the control of Faustus. For some reason it hasn't, but that should change in a moment. So they're Greek culture, and they have 1% acceptance of us, and they also consider us evil. So that's not great. They also consider us evil. They have 18% acceptance towards us, so that should be a little bit easier to convert to Roman than Rossano. Control is more or less finished there. Yeah, we just got to worry about our income. So once our men-at-arms are back together, back at full strength, we should start making a good amount of money per turn. I think I'm starting to get a bit old. 56. We might possibly, if we're lucky, we might live to around the age of 70. But I reckon 60 is probably the region where we're going to be at risk of passing away. So that's going to take 4 years. That's going to take 7. Ooh. I do need those commanders trained. Let's start the process of fixing county control here. Let's see as well if I've got a better marshal. I don't think I do. No. How much money? I've got 107. See, I could look at inviting champions and see if we can get one. But ultimately, I think we need to more focus on getting more money coming in. Definitely in Trani. And we want to keep it because it's a duchy holding. As well as Benevento, which I didn't realise. So we've got special buildings in both of these in 3 places. So once we can actually build those, which is going to be a little while from now, because we need to move through to the next era. How are we doing on technology, actually? I haven't looked in a while. We've just got moats. We need barracks. We're about to have mustering ground, so in 2 years we'll have that. This period starts in 4 years, allegedly. And then we can start getting some of these. And some of these, I think it might be possibly burrs we need. Gets us the duchy buildings. I think it is. Do not have the title Apulia. Do not have the title Apulia. Duchy of Apulia. Oh, sorry, I need to be a Duchy of Apulia to be able to build that. And yes, it's burrs. I thought it was. Alright, moving on. 167. Stress is okay. I was thinking about doing a hunt, but I don't think it's really necessary. Rossano. See, I could... It would be more ideal if I can convert these places and then give them to vassals. But like I said, at the moment, I don't actually need to be giving anything away to vassals. And vassals just create problems. It's not really a useful perk, but we want to get Scholar, so we'll just have to keep working towards that, really. No faction issues. Haven't got any courtiers. Not really much I can do about that. He's still wounded. He still has 2 children. His stewardship could be better, but I think his wife had a really good stewardship, didn't she? So let's see if we can convert her to Hellenism, which we should be able to do. She has agreed. Lovely. I should really see. A stranger is brought before me. She has been waiting outside the castle gates for a week. My liege, my guard informs me. My guard informs me. This woman bows deeply. My name is Gulnaz, your highness. I have travelled far and wide and seen many things, but I am weary of the road. If you allow me to stay, I will happily share my knowledge of the world with you and be your loyal servant. Embrace Zeus, and this will be your home. The more the merrier. Yeah, no, embrace Zeus, and you can join us. Maybe she's got some good skills. Barathedo makes a better spy master. Sorry, mate. You're out the job. Do we have a better... Yes, we do. Oh my god, look at that. 21. Why have we not been using her as a steward? Diplomacy? Not much we can do there. Somebody's just died, but they've been replaced. Can't replace him until I die, and we definitely don't have a better marshal, do we? Nope. So a good marshal is definitely something we want to work on. The control is actually increasing quite a bit there. So we may not have to use our marshal to fix that. And we've only got to do Rossano and Cagliari, so we're not actually that far behind in terms of control. Now we also have 300 gold, so we could look at either upgrading a building or getting a new one. Benevento's got a slot for a new building. It could either be military camps or hunting grounds. I reckon that gives us defender advantage in plains. Holder of this holding has light cavalry damage increased and archer cavalry damage increased. You became malnourished. Oh yeah, because I'm in a oh god, I'm not going to say it. Let's go hunting grounds. We want better men, really. Junior Duke can marry. Okay, a few things are popping up. Let's just take back. A local fisherman from Rossano, Jordanes, or Lordanes, I'm not sure if that's an I now. Possibly now, has come before me claiming to be able to cook an enchanted supper. Supposedly he catches dreamfish from a secret spot and performs strange rituals upon them. He then serves their heads, with each fish inspiring ecstatic visions days after consumption. The fisherman wrings his hands as he looks at me, eyes alight with greed and fear. Prepare me your magical fish. I might receive divine visions of the afterlife or horrifying. Okay, so aloof from commoners, direct vassal opinion. Ritual you must teach me. Oh, none of these are good. I'm going to get stressed either way, and I may get a severe health penalty, but let's give it a try. Uplifting visions. Okay, so we just got six learning towards ourselves. Right, who is this? Not important. What was I doing? Junior do kid. Need to get her married off to somebody. I just need to form an alliance. So preferably somebody young. 900 men. It's not ideal, but let's do it. Hopefully that has a long-standing alliance with us. Cool, right, so our church should be providing us with a lot more men now. 361. With every temple, we gain 100 men more, it seems. And hopefully they're going to start getting some money coming in and be able to do some upgrades. So okay, I've still got a lot of money to play around with. So, let's get walls and towers constructed in Trani. Commander. I want to get just the basics built up first, and then we'll start upgrading. So we'll get the barracks built there. Heavy infantry damage plus 4%, spearmen 4%. We've got both of those, so that's very helpful. We've got 80 left over. Is that enough? Nearly. So we'll probably want to get either walls. I'll get hill forts before I do anything else. I want to make sure everything's got what it needs. So it does seem, depending on where you build your castle or town, it does open up potential new buildings. So if you're on a hill, you get the idea of hill farms or hill forts. So possibly more defensive than if you're in the plains. Maybe if you're on the plains, you get better farming, better income from farming. I'm not 100% sure. This is actually, Cagliari is quite an important one, so I'll probably build up some forts here. What I'm going to really try and do is have as many of these duchy buildings as I can. Now I know I'm not allowed to hold too many duchy titles, so I have to be a little bit careful of it. Might change if I become a king though. I might be able to do them anyway. Possibly. Don't know. We'll have to test that theory. But we want to get walls and towers built up here, so we'll just wait a little bit longer. We'll speed the game up just a fraction more. Maybe just a fraction more. We're going a bit slow at the moment. Let's just speed it right up. So walls and towers underway there. Kingdom is growing massively. They've just split up into 100 different kingdoms. Look at that. This could be our moment. They've got 1,600 men. They have 3 allies. Damn it. I was going to say if we take over Tunis, we'd have Carthage, one of the first holy sites, but unfortunately we can't. Yeah, they've all got allies, although he's quite weak. We could take this as an opportunity to gain a bit of ground in areas we might not be able to do normally. Messina, Balam. I could take that and then give it to a vassal, and then allow somebody to control Sicily. Might be worth it. We do have to travel around. If I'm going to start installing vassals, I'd rather do it down here, so they're a little bit further away from me, but I also don't want to expand too quickly. But the extra men could be useful. Let's just build up first. Let's speed things up, gain a bit of control. I want to make sure, I mean, we've only converted 2 places to Hellenism at the moment, so we do really need to try and speed that up a little bit more as well. And we want people to be of our culture, so we're less likely to have any revolts. Oh no. My wife's just become pregnant. I don't have enough renown to disinherit if she has a boy. Oh, bollocks. Don't have a boy. I'm gonna have to execute him. I don't have a choice. I don't even know if I can. Ooh. Bugger. That's not good. Low counting control. Morsel of St. David has low durability. Let's repair that. 38 gold. Powerful vassals. Take concubine. Court position. Hunter's Lodge is improved in Benevento. Good. Everywhere's got buildings underway except for Rossano. So let's get that started ASAP. We'll get hill forts done first. It does us no... oh, thank God we had a daughter. Woo! Lucky for that. Let's get those hill forts underway. What can we do? Oh, that was loud. Can't declare war on them. I can actually declare war on Sardinia. So, again, it's kind of that balance of I don't want to push too much and expand too much because then I'm going to have issues with my vassals, but also every moment I'm a smaller kingdom than everyone else, I'm at risk of being invaded. But at this moment, not having any vassals is good, especially as I'm still the character we started off with, so I need to kind of establish myself as my heir and see where things go as him. He's still injured. Is he permanently wounded? No, given time. He's been wounded a long time. Bastions and curtain walls, so getting all those built up, which is good. Getting a lot of defences. Wooden barracks down in Kamada. We've just become a scholar. Gain trait scholar. I might switch over to health. Medicine focus, possibly. Actually, no. I'm going to keep it as scholarship focus. I'm going to stay as scholarship focus, and then I'm going to go down this route. Because I might be able to keep myself alive just that little fraction longer. And know thyself would be quite good. It will tell me exactly 1 year before I'm going to die. But I might not make it to that point. Right, what should we do here? I'm thinking it could be worth taking out the Principality of Benevento. We should really be pushing on our enemies as much as we can. We want to consolidate as much ground as we possibly can, really. Haven't declared war on Benevento in a while. So let's do it while they're still weak. We'll take over... Oh yeah, what's that? Is that a temple? No, it's not. But they do have a town. Yeah, let's do it. Let's take over Foggia. We've got the prestige to do it. Ooh, I may have fucked up big time. They have Knights Templars, which is 600 heavy swordsmen. And that's not their army. Shit. That's not good. That's not good. I do have the money for mercenaries if I need them. We'll have to get skirmishes. Doesn't look like I'm going to be able to get skirmishes. Not for what I can afford. Company at the start. So if I want skirmishes, I'm going to have to put myself in masses of debt. Which isn't ideal. But we have to defeat that force. We do have skirmishes though, right? No, we don't. Oh, I got rid of him. Of course I did. However, I can create a new men-at-arms regiment of skirmishes. Let's do it. I can't remember why I can do that. Benevento is now Roman. Good work. Obviously, she's a better steward, so she should be much quicker at converting them. It's all going to take 7 years, but if we do Apulia next, get that under our control. That's good. That might increase the speed at which we convert their faith. Possibly. Righty-o. I'm going to hold off, give them a bit of time. We've got 400 defence in Napoli. I'm going to wait till it gets to about 200. Oh, or do I? They're calling in extra men here. Okay, no, they're pretty weak. We can take them out. But that's obviously a lot of knights. Oh, no, I wouldn't get there in time anyway, so we're going to have to wait for those skirmishes. They're unraised. Right, we need to establish those forces. Is it worth doing that? Or I could organise army, which would do what for me? Garrison size, levy size, and reinforcement rate plus 18%. Let's do it. So the control level shouldn't change. It should still be quite high. So it's 75% actually. So Rossana's not too bad anyway. But we need those men-at-arms. So we'll just keep an eye on the fort progress, which has decreased slightly. Possibly because they've got onagers. So 75 men. We can actually raise them now, can't we? Raise all forces there. And then they should just reinforce on the spot. We have the same amount of men as they do, but obviously they've got more men-at-arms. So they still have an advantage. It's going to be quite tight. They're at 200. Let's get one more boost. Might be cutting it too close. I think it's cutting it too close. It's an even battle at the moment. We need to get there before they take over, and I don't think we're going to make it because I left it too late. Are we? We might make it. We've joined the medieval era. That's good. I should have built up all of these men-at-arms before I did this war. Okay. What are they on? 330. So we are going to make it there in time. We have a better commander, but they have more traits, higher quality men, and more counters. Not good. I think we've got 335 gold. I can spawn mercenaries here at Almafi, and then I can bring them in. It's a lot of money, but I'll lose a lot more money if I lose this war. So, what to do here? That's 317 armoured footmen, a terrible commander, but he does have a lot of traits. Advantage in plains, advantage in farmlands. Serbian band of Beograd, 327. Friendly fatal character. I need this. I need light footmen. Sardinian band, pikemen and light footmen. Company of the Star, 414, light footmen, armoured. Oh, it's a lot of money. It's going to put us in debt. But there's 1,500 men, 3 knights, light footmen and armoured footmen. It was stupid of me to declare this war, not thinking they'd summoned the Holy Templars. So, let's do it and guarantee this victory. Get in that battle. So we're slightly in debt, which is a disadvantage to us. But now we have the numbers and the counters. And my son just died. Whoa. News from the farmlands of Napoli have finally arrived in the hands of an exhausted messenger. I know immediately that something terrible has happened to my son. Decius was killed by Regenue. He becomes my rival. I'm going to kill that bastard. You gain famished for 3 years. Or I become a journaler. Let's become a journaler. So we're still going to win. However, my son has just died. Oh, I can't believe that's just happened. I mean, I can. I should have forbade him from being a knight, but I suppose it's not the worst thing if I jump straight to my grandson. Because he'll be young. It means I'll have a lot of time to get him in the right direction. We only captured 1 man, though. And they still have a lot of men running about. Right, let's see where they run to. I want to press on the attack. We're only slightly in debt, which is good, too. Okay, nice. We're going to catch him again. I want to try and capture that Templar. Tudrig. I mean, they do have... Well, actually, they've only got 9 knights, and so do we. Nobody on our side's died, which is good, but I do want to capture some of their knights. I don't think we did again. We might be able to... I can never recruit these guys. It's really annoying. But I can ransom him. I'll keep him with us for the time being. We'll see what they do. I mean, we're at a point now where we should absolutely slaughter them, regardless of their numbers. So we'll press on the siege here. If we take this over, I want to capture some of them. That's the only thing. Looks like they're going to come and attack us again. Slow that down. Keep an eye on this. Good. We've killed one of their men. That's what I like to see. Today my grandson Leontius was taught a lesson in vassal management by Raphael. It was quite a complicated course. Necessary, but perhaps a bit beyond Leontius' grasp. So, he could become trusting, which means he gains opinion of liege, opinion of vassals, and +2 diplomacy. We can give him forgiving. Gives him learning, diplomacy, prisoner opinion. Forgivable characters, okay. And patient. Oh, I'm going to gain 30 stress for either one, but that gives him a learning, liege opinion, vassal opinion. I think trusting gave us a higher vassal opinion, didn't it? Yeah, it did. And that's going to be more important. Although we don't have any vassals at the moment, if I start installing them, I'll need him to be very friendly with them. We've wounded Rigenu. We need to capture him. Rigenu's just died, right? That's what that means. News from the forest of Lucera finally arrives. There, amongst the dispatches, it reads, we confirm Rigenu was killed. Fuck, yes. Good riddance to the prick who killed my son. Ugolino. He was slain by Ugolino, champion of Captain Francesco. Who is, I'm guessing, the mercenary. I don't need him to be my rival. Good riddance. Good on him. I wasn't going to kill him. I'm too busy commanding from the city. Because we're in debt, Napoli's just gained quite a negative effect there, which is going to reduce construction time for all buildings, which, actually, to be fair, isn't that bad because we're not building anything. And we don't need to be for a little while. So we are kicking their asses. I was hoping we'd really have captured some more of their men by this point. Unfortunately, we haven't. They've just wasted money going all the way around there as well. Stupid. Yep. Keep defeating them just again and again. I really wanted to get some prisoners here. Might just take a bit of time to do it. I mean, we're just slowly whittling them down. There we go. Now we're capturing some guys. Even once we capture this this holding, I might see if we can just... Oh, come on, really? Or was it him? No, it was him. Nice. Nice. That's what I want to see. So they're always... Because they're Templars, they're always bloody good knights. We can't convert him, but we can still recruit him. We'll take him in. That's what I like to see. Recruiting Templars. They're bloody good knights, they are. Precisely what we want. And there we go. Captured Benevento. Or Foggia. Excellent. Lucera is now ours. I'll keep hold of it until obviously we pass down into my son and heir. We'll just We'll keep all of these settlements under our control. We're going to probably be only able to hold about 6, I reckon, once we pass down. So we'll have to look at which ones to give away. I'll probably give away Rossano and Lucera. It's given us some good money, actually. Which is a shame, but we can't hold them all. But we will for now. Who's this? Archon Fleet 2 of Sardinia. Neighbouring ruler. Oh. So the Lord of the Islands of Sardinia has just learnt Latin. Send my regards. I can form a friendship with him. I suppose, yeah, why not? Right, let's ransom him off. That's an extra 30 gold for us. We're now out of debt, so we shouldn't suffer any more negative effects from that. All is going well in the Kingdom of Salerno. We just need to get a few more upgrades on buildings going. Commander's holding I can potentially give away because it doesn't have a Dutch building. Definitely give away Rossano. I'm really hoping that my grandson and heir is going to have good stewardship. It does look like he's having got it at the moment. The main limit +1. Now I've got +4. I really need him to focus on stewardship. I am his guardian, so you'd hope that we're pointing him in the right direction, really. Right, let's keep things going. Benevento's only got 2 counties left, so they're nearly wiped out. Swordenid Emirate, we can declare war on them. Possibly don't want to go into too many wars. I was going to have a look and see if we can convert some people. I don't want to piss anyone off, but if we can get them to Hellenism, that would be quite beneficial. He's already Hellenistic. See if we can... Yeah, they don't really want to. Not at the moment. You shouldn't be doing that. Sorry, I've got you on the wrong thing. Let's fix Napoli, because that's quite an important place. And then we'll get you training commanders. Actually, so it's gone down to 75. There we go. Apparently he's finished, but hasn't finished it. Not sure. Following the death sentence of a lowly thief, I asked my grandson Leontius what he thought. He responded that the sentence was far too harsh for such a small crime. That makes him just, which is very good, or we can make him temperate, which is also very good. Both virtuous to Hellenistic. That gives him learning, stewardship, and vassal opinion. That gives him stewardship, small health boost, and opinion of temperate. No, we'll go with just, and that means I don't get stressed, so that actually benefits us even more so. Right, I wanted to see if that Templar... Yeah, he's Catholic and he's Welsh. So that is the Templar that we fought, because he was an order member. So he's got really good martial, but he's matched for our martial. So that basically means we've got 2 fantastic champions on our side now. Unraised soldiers, I should probably upgrade a few more of them. It's saying he's increased county control, but he hasn't. I want to get that back up, because we should be having a lot more money coming in from Napoli there. And let's get bastion walls and curtains upgraded in Napoli, and then Salerno as well, when we got the money. We do have quite a few barons at the moment, because there's quite a few towns around, which is very helpful. Obviously, we've got low level vassals. We hold all of the fortifications in the area. We're going to get anatomical studies. Give ourselves that little bit of health boost that we desperately need, as we're now 63. And my grandson is 11, so we're going to be in a bit of bother when I die, because he's going to be too young. But we might be able to just hold on long enough. I think I'm not going to try it, but I think I can actually change my my son now, because I think the succession passes directly to my grandson, so there's no competition. So I could potentially have a better Pontifex and improve the religion and get that moving faster, but we'll leave it for now, just in case I'm wrong, and then I drop dead. Wouldn't be ideal. I've only just built up enough renown, or not actually got enough, but I've nearly got enough to disinherit if I had a son, or if he... Well, yeah, no, I can't. So luckily, the succession is secured. it can only pass to my grandson. It's whether or not, when I play my grandson, are we going to have too many sons or not? But that's a problem for another time. And quite a way away. I've become friends with my grandson, that's good. Mercenary contract's about to expire. I was wondering why I had so many men. Of course, I forgot I did that. Greetings, my liege. I write to inform you of the most appalling discovery I made about Barrow Raphael. This man is engaging in unsavoury and dishonourable activities behind your back. You better forget all about this. You already hate me. Whereas Barrow Raphael does indeed like me. I will not forget your gesture. I mean, he'll still like me if I do that. She gets a weak hook on me. Absolutely not. You're not getting a hook on me. Sorry, I didn't read that. I should have read that bit first. No hooks. You do not get a hook on me, you absolute piece of crap. Right. I need to be getting these upgrades in. Getting these buildings upgraded as quick as I can because we need more money. I mean, we're on 20 a month, which is pretty damn good. So we need to be putting that to better use. The more income we've got coming in, the better. County control's looking good there. I really want to get him on training commanders. I can actually extend it for another 3 years, but why would I do that? Stupid. Court positions. You can create the Duchy of Benevento. Now, I'm only really allowed to hold, I think, 2 titles, possibly 3. I only hold 1 at the moment, so I could create the Duchy of Benevento. Let's have a little look. Sarah. Is that all it is, though? Just those 2? Because the Duchy of Salerno is Salerno and Commander, so maybe Duchy is only just 2 then. I was wondering if Lanciano also counts. Principality of Spoleto. Titles are weird. Never understand them quite fully. They cover vast areas. So we're actually quite friendly with them. They've got 1,300 men. Bailey constructed in Napoli. That's good. We could get mansions upgraded. Gives us a higher supply limit. Now that is also really good, so let's get that done. I think we can ditch the county control right now. That's pretty high. I'm sure it will sort itself out. Rossano is looking pretty good too. That's still increasing. And Cagliari is up to 100%. Crusader at 14. No, looking pretty strong across the board. As I struggle to make out the tiny letters on the scroll before me, I feel a headache building once again. Why do scribes insist on writing such small symbols? I squint and try again. Nothing short of a miracle with the aid of a stone of glass. Even old men struggling with bad eyesight could read with ease. Faustus, I require your assistance. I need one of these stones. Sell everything which is impossible to read. That is 135 gold. No, we'll go for... I don't want to sell everything that's impossible to read, but maybe just having that extra money would be quite good for now. Let's just do that. And then let's get... Oh, we're already building that there, so Napoli's under control. We really want to upgrade, probably Benevento. Let's start upgrading Benevento. I took Leontius out playing with a bow, and to my surprise, he ran into a wounded doe. He did not hesitate in the slightest to bring it down. Greatness awaits you. Or sadistic? No, we're definitely going to go with ambitious, right? Opinion of Liege, minus 15% off. Ambitious is a good trait. It upgrades everything. It gives him 1 point towards everything. So we're actually training him really well. He's getting some good skills here. Looks like he's going to be a good steward when he comes of age, I think. It's actually quite a lot of traits for a 13-year-old. He's doing really well. Commander promoted. That's exactly why I wanted him on that job. He's getting us good commanders already. He's Lombardi and Waldensian. He's actually got higher marshal than my marshal, so we might have to swap him out. Marshall's just upgraded the guy, and he's going to take his job. He's better, and he's an aggressive attacker, unyielding defender. Oh, mate, this guy's brilliant. Yeah. Sorry, you're out of the job. No! It's just about to change it over, you bastards. Right. I had 3 years left until the son came of age. That's not ideal. And obviously because of that, we can only have 4 domains. Okay, a lot to sort out. We've got men, though, and we've got no vassals that are going to declare war on us. So we don't need the men. We should be all right. But on that note, I'm going to go ahead and end the episode there, guys. Leave it on a bit of a cliffhanger for you. I'm sure you appreciate it. No, thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed the episode. As always, if you're new, please subscribe. And for the rest of you, please, as always, get down in those comments. I want to hear from you. And I want to see or read what you have to say. So please get down there with any questions or thoughts you may have and just let me know. But be active down in those comments, guys. I really want to see it. Anyway, I'll catch you in the next one. Have a good one. Goodbye.